Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 2020. Of course, you've seen the title and it might get a little bit heartfelt, but I don't know, trying to keep it light here. We've been closing off this year, pretty much canceling this year as if it were a person. There's been a lot going on this year, like COVID and a lot of people losing their jobs because of it. A lot of other things like, I don't know. But pretty much there's been a lot going on this year. People have been telling me that it's been the worst year of their lives, and a lot of people have been affected by it because it's made a lot of people lose their jobs. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, personally, I understand the pain of having seen your parents lose their job, having seen yourself lose your job, but it's just like, for me, it was one of the best years ever. So the first good thing that happened this year was honestly just doing some yoga. So at the beginning of lockdown, I told myself I wanted to do yoga. So the second week of lockdown, I told myself no excuses, nothing, I'm gonna do yoga every day. I think there was only one day I skipped. So there's this YouTube channel called Yoga with Adriene, and they have 30-day yoga camps. I don't know what they are, but pretty much you do yoga every day for 30 days. I think I only skipped one day, and throughout that time I honestly felt like this lady was literally teaching me how to love myself. It wasn't like I hated myself or anything or I despised myself, but it was just like a mutual feeling that I feel like everybody has with themselves. You don't really know what you feel about yourself. And with yoga, she told me to be a little bit more gentle on myself, being like, you know what, I can make this mistake, I can do these things, I'm not ashamed to do what I want to do. And this is just mind-blowing how that happened within 30 days. The second thing was just that I have never in my entire life had a holiday that was longer than maybe 1.5 months, because we normally have 5-6 weeks off at the end of the year, which is like December, of course. Okay, we're gonna stay home for 2 weeks. We all thought it was 2 weeks. It ended up being 5 months. I feel like every student kind of took it as a holiday until online school came in. I feel like half of the time nobody even did the work, and I can honestly say that a lot of the work was a waste of my time. I felt like I honestly had time to rest. I didn't have to worry about, no, I'm gonna have school in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks. It was just like, no, I'm honestly just letting myself fully relax. Even though, like, most of the time, I don't know how to. It's just like, if I'm just watching just for watching, it feels like I'm wasting time. And some people say it's a bad thing because it's like, it's supposed to be your time to relax. But I honestly just don't like wasting time. So this year, one thing I am so proud of myself for is letting go of a toxic friend. This friend has been in my life since grade 7. Not gonna name them, but a lot of the time I did notice that they were in fact toxic and they were narcissistic, but I didn't think much of it. So I said, you know what, let me just leave them, let me just continue with my life. And I'm happy that I did that. It took a lot for me to do that. A lot. It was just like, I'm tired. I'm not gonna let myself do this again. No. I'm tired. I let go of them. They were salty. I didn't care. They came to my house and were like, bro, I really do wish we could be friends again. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna let myself do this to myself again. I have enough self-respect to see when enough is enough for myself. And that, it was just like, I was so proud of myself. I was so proud of myself. I still am, because I honestly feel like my mental health has just been improved by like 50%, because I don't have to keep worrying about how this person's gonna make me feel. It was just like, now I can honestly look at myself and be like, okay, what do I want to do now? Instead of worrying about what another person is gonna say when I do certain things for myself. And of course there were a few bad things that I didn't mention because I didn't really want to look at them. I feel like throughout this year I honestly felt like I missed my childhood more than ever. I'm just gonna separate childhood and teenhood in this video because just so that it can make sense. I found myself throughout this year thinking about my childhood and how amazing it was, how I used to play with my brother. We had this little clubhouse, but now it's called the attic, but it's not an attic. It's just like a spare room pretty much in the house that we used to, like, we have a sewing machine there, have a few extra clothes there, and that's it. But that used to be like my childhood clubhouse. It was so fun. Used to go out, it was just like, you know, as much as I tried to bring it back, it will never be brought back because that was a different person. I have a lot of joy and love, but maturity in my heart. But back then, it was just, I had this child flow. It's like, no matter how hard I try, I cannot go back to that because I was a different person. I have evolved, and it's not a bad thing, but I've kind of felt myself wanting to go back to that. Yeah, it's just something that I know will never happen, but I will forever long for it because I know it cannot happen. Yeah. So a bad thing that happened this year was before and still currently. If you're my friend and you're watching this, please click off the video. So before lockdown, I felt kind of alone in my friend groups. I felt like nobody really understood me, and still to this day I feel that way because I think my girlfriends know this, but it's just like I share different opinions to them and they share different opinions to me. This is them and this is me. They share more or less the same interests, but for me it's just like I feel like I'm that one person that shares maybe like 20%. So when they talk about stuff, I feel like I'm here, you know. I'm just thinking about my own stuff, but then I feel like when I say stuff, it's just like, so that's how I felt before COVID, and I thought about it and I kind of learned to heal that. But when I came back, I realized that, you know, at the end of the day, it's not their fault. Never been their fault. It's just that I know I share different interests, different things, and yeah. So there's something that I'm gonna show you guys. So this is my dog. His name is Perry. I love him a lot. He's so cute. Of course he was smaller when I got him. I got him like 3 months ago. I just didn't know when was the right time to show you guys. So it's Perry. I love him so much. I take him like my child. I love him to bits. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say for the video. I didn't really want to speak much about that last topic because, you know, I don't want it to get dark or anything. It was just I was talking about the topic. One thing I will say is that next year I'm going to grade 10. I'm gonna be 16. Like, teenhood is really weird. I don't know. But hopefully next year will be really nice. The subjects that I'm taking, hopefully, will be a little bit interesting. Now I gotta say bye with Perry.